Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it is time for an epic discussion video. Might be a mini discussion video, a little short on time today as well. Recently did the episode review for episode 15 of Superking. You can go and check it out. It was actually a car review because I did it on the way actually to my work. I was short on time, and you guys know how I am. I'm an opportunist. I use any time that I have. That means if it's right before going, I'll record. If it's after, working and such, I'll record, all that good stuff. And this is honestly before going again. Been working a lot, So yeah, everybody who's been supporting me and such, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and especially for understanding everything. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So obviously it's a little bit of a discussion about like the most recent episode, because not having the most time with it, but also like just some like ideas for things that can possibly happen with this season, because I've been so hyped about it, obviously making all these theory videos and such, and it's just wild, dude. So obviously the most recent episode, I'll just say this, spoiler alert, 5 seconds. Also peep the ripped gloves. But yeah, anyways, most recent episode, number 15 of Superking, we got to see Lane, like Lane making his big entrance, Lane Valhalla, or Lean Valhalla, however you pronounce it, tomato, basically. Honestly, some people get way too uptight about it, in my opinion, but, it's not like I'm calling him Jeffrey. It's just like, watch, it's gonna be a meme or something, like, God. But anyways, it's like, Lane came in and he was, coming after Louis. He's trying to battle Louis, and then Shu was sitting in the background and explaining to Rantaro, because obviously Rantaro was there, explaining to Rantaro about Lane. And he explained that he was coaching him. So Shu was actually coaching him. He saw him in a tournament. And in that tournament, he saw like the aura that he had. Also in that tournament, he used first Uranus. Uranus, whatever, first Uranus, and he, was obviously bursting a lot of bays, and he won that tournament. I'm not sure if that's when he actually faced Free, was that tournament or not. They didn't fully explain that, but it's a given that like Lane faced Free. It could have been after this tournament happened and Shu took Lane under his wing, or it could have happened during this tournament, but I guess time's gonna tell with that one. I really feel like Lane and Free are gonna face off again, because now Free has Mirage. Lane he beat Free when he had Geist, but now he has Mirage. It's the whole reason he made Mirage in the first place, so they're hyping up big time for this battle. But Shu saw that power within him, and some people were saying, like in the comments even of the video, that like Lane kind of had an evil aura around him, which it's a given, and Shu kind of saw that, and he wants to like get Lane away from like that kind of evil aura and presence and such, and took him under his wing so he can control his power, and I mean, it makes perfect sense, you know what I mean? So yeah, and then we get the battle with Lane and Louis. They're both facing off big time. It's crazy because Lucifer's just taking the center. The barrier actually pushes Longinus back. Longinus is getting nice shots in because Louis is a beast, But then, like, there was points where Longinus gets sent back, even with all that weight, even with all that metal and such, and all that attack got pushed back. And then Lane using Lucifer's wall. That's the name of like the special move for it. And then Louis using, raging upper, his special move, and both their eyes lighting up. It's really cool to see, and it was a draw. That battle was a draw, and then the episode basically ends there. So a lot of info even with that. So my thoughts even about it, it's like Lane is a character, I already think he's really cool, dude. His launch, he like throws his launcher, it's got this purple aura swinging around it. He like Naruto runs at it. He catches it like this. Like, he catches it and launches like this with the launcher facing up. And then boom. It's so cool. It's funny because my friend Aichi Baba actually kind of launches like that. He has the launcher up and then he'll just boom. It's really cool. So it was honestly really cool seeing that. But yeah, man. overall, like as a character, I really do like Lane. Whether he's fully evil or not, time will tell with that. But it was given he has like kind of an evil aura around him. But I think this kind of furthers like some of the theories that I've had for the longest time. You guys know some of the theories I've said. Lane possibly having connection to a big time evil organization. Them kind of infusing Lane within the Beyblade scene. That's how he's so strong and such, and how he's such a genius blader. Maybe there's something going on behind the scenes. Like I said, these groups that I mentioned before, like the Snake Pit possibly coming back, or like members of the Snake Pit, members of Dead Grand, members of Hell, the organizations like possibly coming back in the future. That would be really, really cool. Like I said, this is just how this season is being set up is like an endgame level thing. You got to bring back the best. That means the very, very best and strongest good characters, which we're seeing, but also some of the very, very best and strongest evil characters as the big time threat. And that's the main thing we got to see with this. Don't know if Lane's like completely fully evil, just his demeanor right now. Shu's coaching him. We don't know if like Lane's just pulling Shu's leg and such and just, acting like he doesn't know everything. And he really does, and he's that strong, or what? But it's a given. Like he's trained with Shu big time, so it's a given he's learned a lot. But it could still be like some deep dark stuff behind Lane, because even in the intro now you just see Lane with Lucifer. Before we saw like a Bay with like a dark red aura, which we don't know. That could be a Bay in the future, who knows? But the dark purple aura, they were hinting at Lane. It's a given. They showed Lane. They had the same like big ominous like sun silhouette, and it's like what the black sun. That's what Lucifer is called. Yeah, man, and it just shows it. Like now, it just shows like Lane behind like that big ominous aura that was in the stadium that Hikaru and Hyuga were looking at. It basically confirms it. But yeah, the question is there gonna be that Bay with like the dark red and black aura? That's a big question, and also, is it like, did Lane just scrap Uranus, or is he gonna use it in the future too? And also another big thing to note was that Uranus actually had the 2D chassis on it. In the manga, it shows like there's not a complete connection with the two, because in the manga, he had, I think it was like 1D on it, like same, chassis and such. Well, no, different chassis, and had Wheel and Mobius. But then in the show, First Uranus has 2D and Mobius, so it kind of still had the barrier on it, which is Uranus's barrier, I guess. But then obviously him having Lucifer now. So yeah, I think that was like honestly kind of a really cool detail, and it shows like the differentiation between the manga and the show. That's why we can't always go off of every single thing that we see in the manga, because the show doesn't always correspond. Some of the events do, but not all of them do, and that's a major thing to point out. So like hopefully like characters we see in the manga, I hope they do come back in the show, like especially like the whole setting with all of the bladers around the table. I really hope that happens. I really, really do. I really hope to see, like, if not all those characters, at least a lot of those characters, because a lot of those characters that are on the top 15 list in the manga definitely have credibility. I think they all do have credibility to come back, because they're all really, really strong, and we need the absolute strongest for this season, man. And especially people would for sure get hyped about what? Like, obviously we're getting new Diaboloses with the next random booster, Death and Abyss Diabolos. Why not have Delta come back? It could be a thing where, like, we get those, like, the layers themselves, like, are the same, but then maybe the parts are different in the show. We just saw that with First Uranus. It was a bit different. Maybe it's that, Death and Abyss come back and they have Generate, which that would make perfect sense, honestly, to me. And plus, marketing-wise, it would be smart for TT, because then they would be like, oh, hey, you want to make the actual stock bays? Yeah, you're going to have to get this random booster, but then also have to go get 2 more masters so you can make them and use the Generate. It's honestly smart money-wise, but dang it, TT, if they do that. But regardless, like, I'm just really hoping a lot of, like, these type of events happen, because like I said, this is endgame level feels with this. All the strongest coming back, so you need the strongest from the good side as well as the strongest from the bad side. We don't know the full out bad side yet. They're keeping that in the shadows, but it's given over time. They're going to be explaining it more and more and more, and I feel like things are going to really start ramping up once we get that rematch. The main thing I'm waiting for, like, out of the story that's been told thus far, is the rematch between Lane and Free. because I'm really curious at how it's going to go this time, you know. And with Lucifer being so strong, if Free goes down, what that will do to his demeanor, because that's literally the whole reason that he made the new Fafnir, was to go and face Lane again and beat him. You know, he's like, because he talked to Vault about it, you know, heard you lost to a rookie blader in New York, and he's like, yeah, but I'll win next time with a new Fafnir. And that's when he clenched his fist, and then they showed off Mirage Fafnir. It's a crazy way they even introduced it. And plus that they've hyped up Lane so long, and he just came in the show, and it shows how much of a boss he is. Honestly, in this next battle, Louis, he's my dude, but I feel like Lane's taking this battle. Yeah, man, it's going to be crazy to see how the events go. And I just wanted to do like a little video just explaining some things, because I obviously didn't have the most time to do so even after the episode. And yeah, like I said, like I think Lane's such a cool character already. I know a lot of people are fans of him already. But time's going to tell with how things go with him. TT can have it where it's like they pull a Phi, you know. He just gets a stronger Lucifer later on, goes on a crazy rampage, goes back to his evil ways or that evil aura that he kind of had before Shu started training him and such. Except it's on a crazy destructive level at this point, because it already shows how strong he is, man. He beat Free when he was a rookie, when Free had Geist, and it looks like he's going to probably beat Rage Longinus. He's going to probably beat Louis in this battle, man, with Lucifer. So, yeah, it's going to be crazy to see how things go. Like I said, it could be two things, honestly, with this. One is that he is the full-out evil, but he just hasn't awakened his full-out evil power yet, or he hasn't gone on a full-out wild rampage. Or two, he's the placeholder for now. And then there's a bigger evil behind him, which, imagine if it's like both of those things a little bit. Like they focus on Lane, but then they also focus on like the evils that made him get his dark power, because they still got to explain how he got that aura, how he got so strong, who even gave him first Uranus, because it wasn't Shu. Shu didn't give him that bay. Who made that bay for him? That's another question. Like a lot of questions that have to be answered, and as the episodes go along, it's a given they'll be answered. But yeah, dude. Anyways, it's wild. It's really, really crazy, dude. How this season's already going and how it's going to turn. I mean, we're 15 episodes in out of 52, and there's already so much going down. So imagine how crazy things are going to get, especially when we get to like the 20s and then like further on, you know. A lot of stuff's going to happen. But anyways, guys, I guess that's it for this discussion video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Yeah, I've already like done a thing explaining like, you know, some parts that I want to see made, you know, Iron Sword, Charge, Trick, you know, all those like dash drivers, you know, and Impact too, you know, and then like the remakes and stuff like that. I've explained that in previous videos, so, you know, well, like my hopes anyways. So yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for this discussion video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified when I upload a video. And yeah, guys, once again, happy 4th of July. Hope you guys are having fun, celebrating and such. Personally, I'll be working. You'll probably be seeing this video as I'm like still working and such, but it's all good, man. Anyways, till next time, it's your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Till then, stay awesome and cool. Shoot, I'm about to here.